Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph Dennis. I'm a tenor in the ensemble here at the Semperoper. I'm coming to you from my home office here in Dresden. Since we're all stuck in our apartments during this time, I'm busy preparing and learning roles that you will hear me sing soon on our stage. I thought it might be interesting to some of you to see how I prepare an entire opera role. Everyone's process is different, but this is my ideal process. So I'll walk you through just one short phrase of a role I'm currently preparing, which is Lensky from Eugen Onegin. So let's get started. So first, I like to write out my whole role on paper. I start with one line of the original text. This role is a little more complicated because the original text is in Cyrillic, which I'm totally unfamiliar with. So under that line, I write the IPA, or the International Phonetic Alphabet, which helps me to learn the correct pronunciation. And under that line, I write the English translation. Next, I begin memorizing small chunks of the English translation. This is done primarily through just lots of repetition. For me, knowing the translation of a text is the foundation of expressive, artful singing. So in this case, the translation is, "Oh, I love you as only the soul of a poet can only love." So after memorizing that, I move on to step 3. This step is where I memorize the words in the original language. Once again, this is done by much repetition. I personally find Russian really difficult to memorize, but it is such a beautiful language to sing in, so the effort is really worth it. And the words are, "Ach, я люблю тебя, как одна душа поэта." Next, I learn and speak repeatedly the native language in rhythm. I often like to use my trusty conductor's baton. This not only gives me something physical to do, but it also ingrains in me which beats my words are on, and in a small way, it prepares me for what I might see when I eventually get in front of a conductor. So, here we go. Ach, я люблю тебя, как одна душа поэта. And I repeat that over and over and over until it's really well learned. Now we learn the pitches. I sing the same phrase with a piano or keyboard, but I do not sing out fully yet. I usually mark or sing down an octave. Now is the time just for learning pitches, like so. Я люблю тебя, как одна душа поэта. And I just repeat that over and over until that small chunk is really well learned. This quick step is where I glance over the section to make a note of any musical markings that may be there. I begin by noting that the tempo is marked at 96 beats per minute. The phrase begins coming out of a fermata and is marked mezzo forte. Right after that, it's written at the top crescendo poco a poco, so that means little by little getting louder up until the big high note, which is marked fortissimo. And I think we can make that a little bit more dramatic. Maybe hold it a little longer, because underneath is written con la parte for the accompaniment. So that means basically that they will go with whoever has the melody. Now that I know the musical markings, I can move on to the next and final step. So this last step is where I take everything I've learned and prepared up until now and put it into full voice singing. I know the words, the meaning of the words, the notes and the rhythms, the dynamics, and now I can sing it and work on my vocal technique to make it as beautiful as possible. You may wonder why I wait so long to sing. For me, learning a role this way ensures that I do not build any unnecessary habits and tensions in my voice before I'm ready to sing. This way, by the end of the process, I've done all the work that will allow me to just focus on my technique. So, let's see how it goes. Ach, я люблю тебя, как одна душа поэта. So now you all know my process for learning a new role. And this is what I will be doing until we can get back to work on stage. So I hope all of you and your loved ones stay safe and healthy during these uncertain times. And I hope to see you all very soon at the Semperoper.